At a pivotal moment for international diplomacy, Russian President Vladimir Putin issues a stark ultimatum. If you want the war to end, don't give Kiev any more weapons. Meanwhile, the fabric of historic alliances is put to the test by the controversial musings of former U.S. President Donald Trump, echoes of isolationism that may compromise the unity of the West. We dive deep into these turbulent waters on today's segment. Putin's directive aligns with a long-standing pattern of power politics. By seeking to limit weapons to Ukraine, the message is clear. Prolonging Ukraine's resilience serves neither the Russian narrative nor its military objectives. Good day to our viewers across the globe. As we unravel the discourse of world leaders, let's consider the implications of withholding support from Ukraine and the international repercussions of an America resonant with Trump's recent pronouncements. For Putin, the cessation of Western aid to Kiev signifies a weakening resistance, potentially bringing the conflict to a swifter conclusion on Russian terms. However, international law defends a nation's right to self-determination and to seek assistance in its defense, a principle the West has staunchly supported. In juxtaposition, Trump's sentiment broaches the possibility of abandoning America's NATO allies should they fail to fulfill financial expectations, inviting criticism and raising questions about the reliability of the U.S. shield of protection. Provocative and dividing, Trump's words seem to dangle the safety of nations against a balance sheet, prompting a strong rebuttal from NATO itself, steadfast in its commitment to collective defense as echoed by Jens Stoltenberg. These utterances from Putin and Trump could potentially reshape international alliances and geopolitical dynamics. We're left pondering, what implications might these developments have for the structure of global alliances that have stood since the Cold War? Trump's stance, although resonating with some fiscal conservatives, carries the risk of signaling a potential fracture within NATO to Moscow, casting doubt over the future of international responses to conflict and aggression. Is the suggestion of selectively honoring mutual defense commitments reflective of a shifting U.S. foreign policy? Or does it undermine the very principles that have historically deterred aggressors and preserved relative peace among nations? Considerations extend beyond the strategic to the empathetic. The aid to Ukraine symbolizes a stand against aggression, an upholding of human rights, and from some vantage points, a moral imperative to assist a nation in peril. How then should the world balance the scales of war and diplomacy, self-interest, and the collective good? It's a complex question, one that revolves not only around military might but also the ideals of sovereignty, humanity, and international law. Public opinion reflects a spectrum of sentiment, from fear for the future to calls for steadfast resolve. Experts across fields emphasize the delicate dance of backing words with action and principles with policy. In the end, actions taken by leaders now will echo far beyond present borders and crises. They will define the path of global politics, the strength of alliances, and the enduring values of our international order. From the discourse of presidents to the deployment of troops, from fiscal debates to the front lines of freedom, the story is far from concluded. The canvas of the global order awaits the next strokes. Will they be of division or unity, of war or peace? The choices made by world leaders will shape not only the future of Ukraine and its neighbors, but also the fate of international harmony and stability. As tensions escalate and alliances shift, it's imperative to keep the lines of communication open and the channels of diplomacy flowing. As we evaluate the complex web of geopolitics, we must keep in mind the human impact of these decisions. Millions of lives hang in the balance, and their voices must be heard and respected in any resolution. The situation remains fluid and unpredictable, with both sides dug in and determined to achieve their objectives. The path forward is fraught with challenges and obstacles, but it's crucial that leaders remain focused on finding a peaceful resolution. The eyes of the world are on Ukraine, and the actions of its leaders have far-reaching implications. As the situation evolves, it's essential to maintain a steady hand and a commitment to peaceful resolution. The stakes are higher than ever, with the future of international relations and global security hanging in the balance. The world waits with bated breath, hoping for a peaceful resolution to this conflict. In these uncertain times, it's more important than ever to stay informed and engaged. We must all do our part to promote peace and diplomacy and to prevent the escalation of conflict. The situation in Ukraine is just one of many flashpoints around the globe, and the lessons learned here will have far-reaching implications for the future of international relations. The world wants to see a peaceful resolution, and it's up to us to make that happen. Thank you for watching. Stay informed and engaged on this and other critical global issues. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis and expert perspectives. Join the conversation and shape the future of international relations. Until next time, take care.